Oh God,
dude! Anybody who does that, I'm gonna haunt you.
No,
Don't put me in those.
I'd love a haunting. You know, they'll pay $1 million for actual proof of paranormal activity.
Who?
That guy. He's had that challenge
do.
for years. No, there's an actual guy who's had that challenge for years.
I
That if you
think-
can prove any kind of
James Randi is his name.
Yeah.
There's an old O&A
you-
video O&A that I watched of him and this guy James Randi, he might be dead now. I don't even know, but he was so old that he was being interviewed and it like flashback to a clip of him from like 1971, and he's old as shit in 1971.
Yep.
And it was this like, gong show fucking nonsense. And this, mystical Adam comes out in his parachute pants and his like Aladdin hat and his jingling things. And, it wasn't like modern day. It was like they would set these people up to get humiliated. Now it feels like if someone goes on Jimmy Fallon and they're like, Mr. Pratt, someone's here from your high school and they've got a funny story to tell, and Chris Pratt will be like, oh my goodness, is it Johnny, get out here, and it's clearly scripted, like clearly set up. This was before they do that, and it was this TV show, very popular, and this guy's whole business, his livelihood for himself, his family, his wife, his kids, is being a magic man. And his like big claim to fame was like he lays open a phone book and he lays it on a table and he goes like, looks at it with focus, squatting down, looking directly kind of right at it, and he goes, and then a couple pages turn and everybody's, oh wow, oh my god, and the magic man stands up and he has no idea anything's coming. And the host of the show is like, well, you didn't lie. That was really impressive. Let's give another hand for Magic Man. Now, something we didn't tell you prior to the show. I'm sure you're familiar with James Randi. Now, James Randi makes his bones going around the country challenging anyone to prove that magic exists. Now, for you, that would be no problem at all. It would be no problem at all. I'm happy to do it in front of him. We got a surprise, Mr. Randi. Come on out. He comes out, and all that James Randi does is like, the guy asked, so I think we just saw pretty convincing evidence of spiritual power here, Mr. Randi. What do you say to that? And this old man's like, actually, I would contend that it was nothing more than Mr. Magic Man blowing through his nose onto the page as he did the theatrics. And how do you plan to prove this, Mr. Randi? Well, with this bag of packing peanuts, I will lay it around the phone book, and we will see movement in there if there is some sort of blowing action. And this guy gets down, and it doesn't show it in the clip, but for almost 2 hours, this guy squatted down.
For 2 hours?
He was hoping they would just cancel the show. He would go like,
and nothing's happened, and they're all staring at him like, we're waiting.
Yeah, they're waiting for him. And in the video and from years ago, when Jim was reacting to this, he had a funny line where he was like, do you think at any moment the Magic Man is sitting there like, what if I actually can do this? Trying to will that page over. And in the end, the guy just goes to the energy, the problems, it's the circular air in here that's causing it to push down. See? It's just pushing the page right back down, the static electricity. And then he picks up a page and drops it, and it goes the correct way. And he like pulls it back the wrong way. Humiliated, his whole life ruined. He probably had to go, be a forklift operator after that. Yep. But very, very funny clip. Very funny one. James Randi video and Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could haunt me, I'll call James up, and I mean, it'd be worth you dying.
Dude, if I die before James Randi, that's gonna be so embarrassing. How old is this bitch?
He's got it. I think he might be dead.
He is 91.
Holy shit.
And he looks every day of it.
He looked every day of it 40 years ago.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
Yeah. Do you ever do that on like Wikipedia pages where you'll go through and you'll look at the oldest people to have ever lived? And it's like, I think the oldest one's like Jean Calment, some French lady, 122 or so. But hers has come into question. I think this Japanese bitch at like 118, 119 is the current ruler, but who knows? And do you ever think, like, just going through their life, like if someone were to come up to them at the age of 61 and be like, hey, you're halfway there. Do you think they'd be like, oh, there's no way I'm halfway there already? My joints hurt. Like every year from 90,
everyone I love is already dead.
Yeah. Dude, your grandchildren are dying of old age when you're 118.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your grandchildren are dead.
So they'd be about
probably
40 years younger, which would put them in 178. Yeah.
Isn't
No,
there a president
78,
that stores-
not 178.
Okay, Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, God.
No, but I get your point. Yeah. If you're 120, your kids are probably need to be like 95. Their kids need to be like 75 or 80. I mean, let's hope longevity runs in the family, or you're going to a lot of funerals.
For my next Twitch stream, I'm just going to do math in my head for 4 hours. Should be fucking hilarious.
So like 5 or 6 problems.
I'll get 2 or 3 right.
I finished all of GTA 5.
Oh.
One of the most fun games I've ever played. I can't believe I didn't play that before.
Going to multiplayer?
Taylor Merck on Twitch. Last time I shouted it out on here, a lot of people joined. I haven't done multiplayer yet. Next, I'm not sure what game I'm going to play. I remembered I downloaded months and months and months ago that second South Park game. I might try that out. I also got Red Dead Redemption 2 Bully, which is a Rockstar game that's apparently very funny, where you're a bully in an elementary school.
You'll like Red Dead. It's a
Red Dead
AAA, just super good game.
I want
I'll
to
play
see
that
on
at some point,
multiplayer.
yeah.
That's where like a lot of extreme shit comes from. Maybe it's too hard, right? I want to be like, I want to see Taylor multiplayer take his car and land on the top of the Eiffel Tower. Maybe that's like 600 hours of trying to make that video, and that's a dumb idea. I don't know.
Oh, I upset so many people throughout those streams with my flying. Just really trying to land those planes and just really not doing a good job. At
I did
lot
a
of points.
Mail Monday episode with GTA, and I upset people because it was just footage of me obeying every traffic law through the whole video, stopping at every red light, only making
couldn't
rights
watch
on
it.
red.
I did like I stole a Lamborghini and I upgraded it, and then I liked driving by bus stations and making fun of bus people. Being like, you're a fucking loser, bitch, and then speed out and maybe kill one of them too. Let them know that I'm above the law.
Ooh.
You feel like a big man.
I like just going on rampages in those games.
Well, I liked Trevor, the guy who just smokes a bunch of meth and his special ability is meth rampage. That's
I
fun.
don't know anything about that game. I'm pretty sure I played San Andreas. I don't even know if I played 5. I probably did, but I don't remember. But when I did play a ton of it on PlayStation, I like to go on rampages. Just watch those stars get more and more and more, and just see how long you can survive. It was like an early version of like Horde mode or zombies or something.
I did like as the game starts out with you like, all right, we're going to boost this car and make like $5,000. And like 3 hours later, it's like, we're planting bombs at the foot of the Pentagon and the government's never going to find out because we're hitting the Bank of America corporate building across the way. Now make sure you kill every cop in California first. That's great. Yeah, it's lots of fun I had playing that game. So I'm looking forward to whatever I decide